Hello everybody, I'm back, fresh face and all. Yes, this is a YB Limited production, okay? So, if you're just now joining me, before we get started with anything, you gotta get all the business out the way. Make sure you do a watch party with this. Make sure you share with your friends, because I'm about to do a really cute, I'm about to do a really cute look today. A lot of you were asking me about the look that I did for my quarantine fashion show, right? First of all, let me tell you, I was really nervous to do that because I never seen it done before. It was a lot of work. It was definitely worth it, but let me tell you, it was a lot of fun, okay? I did 7 looks. I did it live in front of you all, and the response has been amazing. So I thank you all for supporting the live quarantine show, because I promise you, I was like, either this is going to be like everything or it's going to be a complete disaster. So I'm glad it wasn't a disaster. But Joan, thank you for tuning in. Tonia, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to be doing the makeup look that I did, that I was wearing for the quarantine fashion show, okay? So be sure to to do a watch party to send this out, and be sure to follow me on YB Limited _official on Instagram. That's the letter Y, the letter B, the word limited _official on Instagram, or you can follow me at YB Limited on here on Facebook. Okay, so let's get into the look. All right, I did like a bright green and yellow spring eye for that look. And you know what, we've been quarantined so long, I didn't even realize that we had like officially transitioned into spring, right? So I was like slightly outdated with my makeup, because I was still wearing like winter makeup, right? So I wanted to bring something really bright, really fun, and I figured I'd do like a yellow and a green with some blue as well, okay? So hello Karen, hello Pamela, hello Kara. Let me know where you all are tuning in from. Tell me how you're feeling, and make sure you share this and do a watch party, okay? So I just started with my primer. I'm about to do my foundation. No, I'm not gonna do my foundation yet. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes, because that was like one of the most important parts of this look. All right, and what I like to do is I typically like to use concealer as my eyeshadow primer. I'm not an eyeshadow primer type person. I think eyeshadow primer is like the biggest waste of money in makeup. A lot of makeup products are a waste of money, because what they do is they sell you the same product like 15 times, and you all buy it 15 times, you know. So, and I look at the YouTubers and everything, like they be selling y'all no products. They be kind of good at doing it though. They know what they're doing. Hey Joshua, hey cousin Kara, hello Teresa Goodwin. And I'm gonna go ahead and start priming it, because what this does is makes the color pop, and it keeps the eyeshadow on longer, especially for people of color. People of color, we need a base on our eye so that the color can pop a little bit better. And for people who have oily skin like me, if I just throw eyeshadow on my eyes alone without anything underneath as a base, it is not going to last. Seriously, by the time I get out the door, it is definitely going to be creasing up, looking all crazy, you know? So, what do you all like best about the live quarantine fashion show? Listen, that thing took me all day to put together. I was like trying to put the outfits together, trying to see how I was going to transition. It was crazy. And then my nails kept getting caught in some of the outfits when I was trying to change. I think I started off with like 4 different outfits or something like that at the beginning, just to make it an easier transition. Okay, now, speaking of transition, I like to go with a transition color. And because I'm going to do a bright look with the greens and the yellows, I'm going to use this bright blue from MAC. I rarely use MAC products, but today I'm going to, because I love this blue. I'm not going to lie. God, this blue is one of my favorites. So I'm gonna use this as my transition color. And I'm gonna start it here. You notice I always start at the outer part of my eye and work my way in. I always concentrate the color on the outer part of my eye. Okay? Alright. And then what I do is I kind of fade the color up like that. Alright. Same thing with this eye. And the thing about makeup, it looks crazy when you first start, but it all comes together. I think that's what the biggest issue is when I see people when I'm trying to teach them makeup. It's like usually the fear that gets them stuck and make them thinking like, oh my God, I'm not doing it right, you know, and then they quit. Hey, Kuvadas. Hey, Ashley. Hey, cousin Ashley. Okay, so I'm starting with that. I think I want a little bit more so you all can get the point. And one of my rules about eyeshadow, if you think you're putting on too much, double it up. Huh. I promise you this look is going to come together. Alright. Okay. Now, from there, I'm going to take a little bit of yellow and put it on my brow bone. So the yellow is going to come from this palette. It's a Rainbow Artistry palette. I got it online and I like it because it has pressed glitters in it, because I hate using glitters because they're usually messy, but they got pressed glitters. I'm going to use the two yellows that are in it. Okay, hold on. This light is catching it. There we go. This yellow and this yellow is what I'm going to use, okay? So that's what we're going to go with right now for the brow bone. Alright, I'm mixing them together if you want to know. Okay. Hey, cousin Kia. I got all my cousins on here. I'm loving it. Okay. So this is the look that I did for the fashion show the other day. All right. It's kind of like a more of a bolder look, I guess. But honestly, it really isn't that bold once you get down to it. It's just colorful, you know? And who don't like a little bit of color, right? Who don't like a little bit of color? That's what makes everything fun. Okay. Why is Miss Music acting crazy? Out of all times. It's always like that with electronics. When you need them, they don't work. Okay. Now I'm going to bring a little bit of dimension to it with a darker green. I'm sorry, I didn't even show you what green I'm using. This is from Anastasia at Beverly Hills. Okay. It's the Subculture palette. And I'm going to use this bluish green down there because you remember I did a blue transition color, and I'm going to have like the base of this look to be more green once it's done, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Okay, I keep forgetting I got a mirror right behind me, so I don't know why I'm using this one all the time, but hey, whatever, we're gonna use whatever we got because like I told y'all before, I am not a YouTuber, I am a makeup artist. So I'm just going to put this in the crease to bring a little bit of dimension. Okay. I'm actually using you all as a mirror too. I'm using both. Okay, let's see how that's coming together. Okay. Now from there, I'm going to deepen it up a little bit more. Because of the shape of my eyes, I have to have darker colors towards the edge of my eyes, because what happens is color can either take away from your features or your shape, or they can add or accentuate, right? So at this point, I want to accentuate. So I'm going to take from another Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Soft Glam palette. All right. And I'm going to use, this is a scary color for most people, but I'm using a black, and you're going to see why. This, I'm listening to Nicole Ray, but she changed her name to Lady, and the album is called Lady. It's on YouTube, you all. All right. So I'm going to put that in the outer corner. All right. Like that, like so. I'm going to concentrate the colors towards the outer corner. And I'm going to drag it in. And drag it in just ever so slightly. Okay? Not all the way in like I did the last color. Just towards the outer corner. So you see I'm concentrating the color on the outer corners. Taking out the excess. And just dragging it on in, girl. Just dragging it on in. Okay?
It's kind of hard to try to get people to see where you're at and where you're going.
And because the color on the top is not picking up the way I want it to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat a little bit because it's on camera, because things look different on camera than they do in person. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this, yeah, I'm going to put this lime green That's what I was going for. I wanted it to blend in. Okay. And then I'm going to use, where my brush is at? And blend those colors in. This is a clean brush. Now, this is when I'm going to start bringing it together. Okay. I'm coming back to electric, so we're not going to leave her stranded. But I know I got another color. Oh, hold on. I know I got another color that's real cute that will go with this. Hello, precious. Okay, hold on. I'm knocking stuff down. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. I'm so clumsy. Okay. See where I'm at right now? Then I'm going to make sure this brush has no color on it. And then, remember from my previous videos that I've been showing you, I always wet the brush when I'm doing my lids, right? That helps the color to stick better. I want dry brushes when I'm doing everything else, but I want the, you know, the damp brush when I'm doing my lid, because I want it to stick and stay. So we're going back to the Subculture palette, the green one. And we're going to go into this little fun metallic. Can you see it? It looks really different on camera, but let's see how it comes out. Well, I mean, I already know how it come out. I'm just gonna show y'all how it come out. How about that? Do you do your own lashes? How long do you keep them on? Yes, I do everything myself. I do my own lashes. I do my own nails. I do my own, when I wear wigs, I do my own hair. I do my own pictures. I do my own video. I'm really particular about everything. And I keep them on, I take them off every day, and I just reapply them. I clean them, and then I reapply them the following day. I usually have like 3 pair of lashes that I go between, and depending on how I feel that day, I'll put them on. Because I literally dress how I feel. So if I'm feeling like real corporate, I'm going to give you corporate. If I'm feeling real thotty, I'm going to give you thigh. And dare you to say something. How about that? Alright? And if I'm giving you corporate thought, like I'm giving you like the corporate lady who's trying to work her way up the corporate ladder, I'll give you that too. You know, even though I ain't got to work my way up the corporate ladder, I own my own business, but still, I'm just saying, you get what I'm saying. All right, so. All right, here we go. So that brightened up my eye. Going to back to electric. It's electric. Yeah, sometimes I double my lashes as well. Okay, I'm going into this blue-green here. Right? Like that. And be sure to do a watch party with this, you all. Share this with your friends. Alright? And also be sure to follow me on YB Limited Official. That's the letter Y, the letter B, the word limited. Official. Oh, and then I'm going to bring you all a skincare video because I will be revamping my skincare line for the summertime. It'll be ready by the summertime. And you all know it's organic, 100% organic. It is manufactured, formulated, and distributed by YB Limited, okay? So there are no third parties involved. Like, it's literally made with love. But I'm gonna do a skincare video tomorrow, showing you all how I treat my skin throughout the week. I just went back to this color that I'm doing on the lid and just making sure that it's doing what I wanted to do. Because the brighter the color is on the corner, the bigger your eyes are gonna look. All right. I'm going for big and bright. And I think I want just like a little bit more of the darker color. Thank you. I haven't even put on the foundation yet. Skincare is super important. So I will be sharing my skincare regimen with you. And you'll see why this darker color on the outer part, this is a black that I'm using. Alright? You will see why this is so important once the look is completed. Alright? Then I'm going to take this white color, right? And I'm going to put this on the waterline. This is also helping to make the eyes look bigger, almost like a doll, right? That look that I did for the quarantine fashion show, I was going for like a baby doll look. And if you ever notice, dolls have like the white eyeliner. You wanna know what's funny? It is so funny that I am literally doing makeup to make my eyes look bigger, because that was always one of my biggest insecurities growing up. When people would say that I had big eyes, I thought that they were making fun of me, and not understanding that it was looked at as a positive thing. But I had such a low self-esteem when I was growing up. I thought anything you said to me was making fun of me, child. You could have been saying hello. You know, I'd be like, why'd she say hello like that? She couldn't find no other way to say hello. You know, that's what happens when a person has low self-esteem. Okay, so then I put that white liner, and then I want to tone it down and add the dark liner. I'm using black eyeshadow from the same palette that I used earlier, Anastasia Beverly Hills. And this is the exact same look that I did for the quarantine fashion show. One of my friends said I should have had another camera set up so you all could see the back, like the behind the scenes of me running back and changing. I still can't believe I did 7 looks, you all. I just thank you all for supporting me. Okay, so now, got the eyes in order, okay? Now, going with foundation, I'm going to mix 2 colors. Or 2 foundations, not 2 colors. I'm going for full coverage finish because it looks really good on camera. Alright. And so, when it comes to my foundation routine, I literally just use my hands and make it happen, okay? I'm not gonna make it all deep, scientific, and prolific, okay? We're just gonna do it. Because it's gonna come out cute. The other trick with eyeshadow is about using the color to go up. You always want to pull everything up. It's literally like doing a facelift with makeup, right? So if you have any excess on the edges that you want to be gone, right? You're gonna take the foundation and kind of go up with it. Okay? And you're gonna end up doing the same thing with the concealer. Oh God, that was hilarious watching me change 7 times. Cussing and fussing. Because my nails was getting caught in some of the fabrics. Just out of control. Okay. Yes, I put makeup in my head because I do not want to look like I'm wearing a mask. So I want that stuff to blend. Because you will not be clocking my tea. You know, folks will clock you on the street, be talking about you on the subway and stuff. You know, I be looking down and reading and stuff, and they be looking like, ain't nobody gonna say nothing to me though, you know? So we're not having that. So I'm gonna put the makeup in my head, make it blend, make it all come together, and make it all make sense, okay? You ain't gonna get me like that. Okay. Now, let's see. Now, honestly, you don't want too much product underneath the eyes if you can help it, because this helps with creasing, right? Creasing is never cute on anybody, and so you definitely want to make sure you keep the majority of the foundation away from underneath the eye. Now, from there, I gotta set my foundation with a powder, especially because I have oily skin. Now, depending on if you have oily skin, normal skin, or dry skin is how you're going to set your powder. You always want to set it, but how you do it, the technique is what's going to make a difference. I know I got more than this. Let's see, now that'll work. Okay, because I have oily skin, I'm going to press that powder into my skin. Okay, this is going to act as another barrier between the oil and you people talking about me being oily. Okay, so she's gonna be a reinforcement. We're gonna put her there, and we're gonna pray to the Lord above that she stays there, she stays in place. All right, because one thing we not gonna have is Miss Oil coming through and ruining my day. So I'm staying away from underneath the eye with this particular powder because I'm gonna be putting some more product in that area, and I want as least product there as possible. But I still want to be able to prove my point, you know, because there's a point to be proven with makeup, and I'm going to prove it. But I don't want no creasing while I'm trying to make my point. So I'm going to keep as much product away from there as possible. From there, I am going to highlight. Highlighting is when I take a color that's at least 2 shades lighter than my skin, and I bring attention to areas that I want the light to focus on. Because makeup is all an illusion, and what I'm doing with this makeup is, and I'm using concealer to do it, right? What I'm doing with this makeup is manipulating light, and so highlighting is going to bring attention to the areas you want to bring attention to, and contouring is going to take away. Oh, Vivian, I'm about to prove a point. Yes. All right. So there we go. I don't use too much. I don't think. And remember, this is a full coverage look, you all. This is not an everyday look. All right. So don't be trying it. All right. Going underneath the eyes. Now, if you notice, I'm still not going directly underneath my eye. Just right here. I'm concentrating the majority of the product underneath the creasing. Okay. And there's a reason for that. Then I'm going to take a damp beauty blender or sponge. I like to use this particular sponge. And I'm going to, well, with my nose, I like to use my finger. Okay? That's what I like to do. Now, with the damp beauty blender, I'm going to go ahead and blend. All right. Okay, you're going to pat away. Pat, pat, pat. All right, now, this is where I need you to pay attention. Okay? Remember, I said you want to bring everything up. You want to snatch that face, so you want like that, okay? This is how you're going to prove your point with the sponge and with the makeup. You're going to start blending it in and going up, looking up, going up, looking up, going up. This is going to take at least a good 5 to 10 years of all of you, okay? Thank you. I try to find music that I like, but it's not going to be clocked by Miss YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, Miss Facebook, because you know she like to hate on the girl. Okay, same thing with this eye. And you notice I'm doing the side of the nose as well. There's a reason for that. You'll know in a second. Go up, look up, go up, look up. Remember, this is a cheap facelift, okay? Because I like my facelift to be able to wash off. You know. I like my nasal reconstructive surgery to be able to wipe off. So, this is how you manipulate light and create the shape of your face that you want to have, okay? So if you want some cheekbones, girl, get you some cheekbones. Make you some cheekbones, okay? So speaking of that, we're going to go ahead and make some cheekbones. Where's my brush at? Because I want to make me some cheekbones. And I want some neck bones. I know it's random, but why can't you have both in life, you know? I'm trying to find the brush that I use to make my cheekbones. Cheekbone brush. Oh, here we go. Bam. All right. Now, this is when you contour. Contour is when you use a shade that is at least 2 shades darker than your skin to add dimension and also to take away. This would be like the carving color. I call it the carving color, okay? So you want to carve this mug out. And I'm going to show you how to do that, all right? So, I always start at my forehead and kind of go around. And then I start carving. I'm going to show you. You ready? And this is how you create your cheekbones and create dimension in your face. Okay? And because I got a bald head, I'm taking that color on back. Because you won't be clocking me, girl. No, ma'am, you will not be talking about me. You can be saying a lot of things, but you won't be saying her makeup ain't blended. There's a lot more things you can say, but you won't be saying that. Okay? Now, so go here, right? Now, see, I'm carving my face, my cheekbones. I'm making my cheekbones. I'm waiting for nobody to give me no cheekbones. I get my own cheekbones. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Now, the next point I want to prove is my nasal. Hold on. My nasal reconstruction surgery. All right, that's what we about to do right now. If I can find my brush. Okay. So this is the brush I like to use to do my nasal reconstruction surgery. I want to see your entire makeup stand. You keep going under the table. Oh yeah, I got a whole setup here. This is a whole makeup room here. This room is the makeup room. The next room back right there is the closet room. So that's nothing but clothes, shoes, and jewelry and all kind of stuff. So I want it to actually look like a boutique once I am done with it. Okay, so now to include on the nasal reconstruction surgery, I also go up into the eye, right? So I start carving. Remember, this is the carving color, all right? So you want to use a shade 2 shades darker and carve, honey. You want to carve. Suck it away, right? Then you use it, or you want to go down the bridge of your nose and carve, baby, carve. Honey, who needs Dr. Miami when you got contour? Okay, less expensive and less complications, honey. Okay, so I'm carving away. Now, a lot of people like to stop there with their carving, and I say, why be limited, right? So, and speaking of why be limited, make sure you follow why be limited. The letter Y, the letter B, the word limited on Instagram, or why be limited here on Facebook, okay? And share this, do a watch party. You know, don't be stingy, let your friends know, okay? But I'm gonna keep carving. I'm gonna keep carving. I'm gonna keep carving. Oh! What? Now I know I look crazy right now. Trust me. Please stick with me. Stick and stay. Don't go nowhere, because if you leave now, you're going to be real messed up. You'll be walking around like this for the rest of the day, okay? So we don't want that. It's time to blend. Blending is super important. But before I blend, I'm going to take off the excess powder that I used to bake and set, okay? Because we use this to set the highlight, right? A lot of people like to use creams to contour. I only do that when I'm doing someone's makeup for stage, okay? Because to me, it's a little bit heavy looking, and it's just a little too much for cream highlight and cream contour. So I only cream highlight, and sometimes I don't even do that, to be honest with you. Like on an everyday basis, I don't cream highlight. All right. Oh, thank you for saying that I have a natural beauty, Tony. I really appreciate that. All right. And that's coming from somebody who had to really grow into. I had to grow into my looks. Like literally everything that I considered a feature about myself that I like today, I absolutely hated growing up. I hated having big eyes. I hated being feminine. You know, y'all should see the things I used to try to do to be masculine. There's people on here that know me, that have known me for 25, 30 years, and they can tell you. It was like drag in reverse, okay? I felt like I was in drag. It just was so weird and unnatural. But today, I own everything God gave me, and I don't feel the need to change anything. How about that? Regardless of what people may think, I don't feel the need to change anything, because I feel like God made me perfect. He made you all perfect, and that's my purpose in life, to help people realize how perfect they really are. You know, because this society will make you think otherwise, and think we gotta have this and that. Okay? And yes, I have changed my name. Lily is the new name. Thank you very much. I will do a whole video on that as well, and explaining why. That's the only thing I'm changing, but I ain't changing nothing on my body. So get your life, get it quick, tell a friend. Oh, we haven't even done brows yet. Okay, yeah. So let's go ahead and do these brows, child. Now, before I hit these these brows. Let me make sure I just kind of comb up whatever hairs that are here. Hello, Nicole Henry. Hope you all are doing watch party so that your friends can learn some things too. Thank you, Teresa. I always start at the tip and then go backwards. And the further I go back, the lighter I am with the pencil. Sometimes I'll actually switch and use powder towards that part. But I'm too lazy today. I don't feel like doing it. How much of a difference brows make? All right, next order of business. I want to take away that powdery look. Okay, thank you, Joelle. So the legs, see, that goes back to like what I was talking about earlier. Anybody who's known me for years and years and years would tell you, up until 2 years ago, I would never, ever, 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 ever show my legs in public. I never wore a pair of shorts. I thought my legs were too skinny. I never showed my legs, you know. So these are things that I had to like really build up and just get to embrace my body, you know, embrace everything that came with me. Because I'm telling you, society would have you thinking all kind of like distorted things, you know? So it's funny how you can't get me to put my legs away now. So I'm about to spray my face with some setting spray or setting mist that I make myself. It comes from YB Limited and it will be on the market in this summer, okay? Ready? And I like to drown. So when I do this, I'm like, ugh, drown, bitch, drown. Like that. All right. See how that smoothens it out, takes away that powdery look. All right. Now, what I do from here is I kind of smoke out the bottom of my eyes, okay? Woo. While I'm drowning, while I'm catching my breath. All right, but it feels good though. All right, I have to take a little eyeshadow. I'm doing good, my friend. Why do I do that weird face? When, you know, do y'all do that weird face? Hey, Greg, do y'all do that weird face when you put on eyeshadow? Or we're doing eyeliner? Or do that? Y'all do that face? What's up with that? Like, does that make it work better? Has anyone scientifically proven that yet? Okay, so you see I smoked it out, right? You do that face too, Danielle? What's up with that face? That is just the funniest face ever. Oh, we don't need Lil' Kim because this song, woo boy. Let me put it back on the original one. No, you don't, girl. We're going to go back to the original. Because, girl, Miss Kim had me all kind of banned. She talked about the things that she used to do. I'm just saying. All right. Oh, I know what I want to do. Do this here. Boom. Do a little top liner, which could be annoying when I already have my lashes on, but we're going to try to see how it works. Anyway. All right. It worked. Annoying, but it worked. All right. Did my top liner. Now I'm gonna do my highlight, my lip, and I'm pretty much done with this look. Remember, this is a full coverage look. This is a look that I did, the look that I did for the fashion show that I did from home. And I had it full coverage and heavy and colorful because, you know, it was a fashion show. Why not? But you know what? I don't need no excuse to wear this daggone look. I'm gonna wear it if I feel like it. You know? If I wasn't, this is something I would do just cause, you know? Cause I am the type that'll do a look just like this, throw on a wedding dress, and go to the grocery store and pick out apples and pears. And dare you to look at me crazy. How about that? Putting a highlight on where the sun naturally hits. See that? How about that? That sun-kissed glow. And I'm gonna add a little pink shimmer to it. Actually, this is eyeshadow, but like I told you, I do whatever I feel like doing, and I want to use this as a highlighter. So it's gonna be a highlighter today. How about that? And I'm gonna just double it on top of there, just because I want to. Double it right here too. Right there. Yeah. All right. That's it with that. Let's see. Where is my lip colors? Oh. Boom. All right. Let's see. What are we gonna do? Let's do something fun and bright. Since we're doing a bright look, let's do this look here. I don't want to keep knocking this. I'm only going to do one color today. Isn't that surprising? You ought to be surprised. If you know me well, you know I don't ever do one color. Okay? A bright spring look. see. And this is the full final look. Bright, spring, fun, right? And tomorrow what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make my homemade YB Limited mask, my charcoal mask, in front of you. I'm going to do the mask because I do a scrub and a mask and the toner and all of that stuff. I do the scrub and the mask once a week because I like to do, I'll explain all of that, why I do all of that tomorrow. But that's what I'll do. Tomorrow I'll come live, I'll make the mask in front of you and, you know, to explain how I keep my skin the way I keep it, because that's what's the most important. It's not about the makeup, it's really about the skin that's underneath the makeup. And then I'm going to demonstrate it live in front of you all so that you all can see my weekly routine that I do for my facial, because that's a part of self-care, you know. It's all a part of self-care. So, be sure to follow me on Instagram, YB Limited. That's the word, that's the letter Y, the letter B, the word limited official. Or you can follow me at YB Limited here, okay? But you do know, okay, that no matter whatever you do, you better always remember to ask yourself, why be limited? Love you all.